Okay, so I have a message for it's the message was essentially who tried to essentially the message was whose raggedy no was it raggedy whose ghetto karmic family tried to sacrifice them, and it was Taurus energy. So pure point blank, let's get into the messages. Taurus, for some of you, you're aware of who this person is, okay? The energy is coming up very strongly. There's a Scorpio energy here. For some of you, you already know who this person is because for some of you, I feel like it's a small few of you. You don't get along with this Scorpio already. So you already know, like, it's bad energy, bad blood, bad relations with you and this whoever this Scorpio person is. So you know, like you know, but I guess this would be extra confirmation for you, like, yeah, that this is the person who was the one who tried to sacrifice you. Okay. And some of you already know this because you don't get along with this person, or you're no longer you no longer have a good relationship with this person. Maybe if at one point in time you did, like, you no longer have a relationship with this person. So it could be a family member, someone who you look at as a family member. This could be someone who is your uncle. They have an uncle type of energy. You call them uncle, or it literally is some type of uncle to you. Okay, or someone's uncle who you're close to. But that's what I'm getting. I asked in regards, well, the message came through in regards to family. So for some of you, either this is an actual family member, it could be an uncle specifically, or it's somebody who you look at like a family member. Okay, boom. So that's the pure point blank message. For those of you who know, you know, and it's strong Scorpio energy. However, that person did not work by themselves. It was several other individuals that collaborated in the situation as well too. Okay, I'll get into that more later. But however, yeah, the primary individual who did try to sacrifice you, where those of you who don't have a good relationship with this Scorpio, you know that, okay? And this is just confirmation for you. Now, moving on, for others of you where you're not aware of who the person was who tried to sacrifice you, it is going to be someone who is a Scorpio, okay? They have very strong Scorpio energy. Now, there was other individuals that worked with them as well too in this situation. The other individuals that's coming up, so yeah, we do got the Scorpio energy here. We got um, Scorpio, we got Aries, we have Capricorn, and we have Leo. Okay, so those are the other individuals that was involved in the situation as well too. However, I feel like the Scorpio is the ringleader. Now, what this all boils down to is I was getting so many different like messages and storylines in regards to this, but it has to do with a Sagittarius. So for some of you, because the message was that it was raggedy family members, this could be a dynamic where Taurus, you are related to all these individuals. You could be related to the Scorpio, you could be related to the Sagittarius. For some of you, you may be the father in this situation. But what I'm picking up is this could have been a type of situation where I'm getting there was some type of inappropriate relationship, okay, that occurred with this Scorpio. So either this Scorpio had an inappropriate relationship just with an individual and they were trying to hide this and keep this secret and you knew about this Taurus, or the Scorpio could have had an inappropriate relationship with the Sagittarius, or this Scorpio had some inappropriate type of like sentiments and feelings um towards someone. It could be the Sagittarius or it could be another individual, but you were aware of this Taurus. Like you became aware of this. And I feel like you used it to your advantage, Taurus, to try to. It was like you tried to straddle the fence and the fine line between getting too involved in a situation, but you also reaped some type of reward or compensation for not. Essentially, you didn't draw the line. You didn't stand firm and pick a side in this particular situation. So you had the opportunity to essentially just either dismantle this situation. Maybe you could have exposed these individuals, but I feel like if you would have exposed these individuals, obviously these people were going to go to jail because for some of you, it's very elaborate what these individuals have done or what they were trying to do to individuals. But it feels like you either could have dismantled it and rectify the situation, or you could have just totally removed yourself from the situation and not been involved. However, you chose to stay involved to a certain amount so that you could get something out of it, but at the same time, you felt like you could control the situation as well too. But this is the thing, it's like when you dealing with wolves, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't really control wolves. So it feels like you felt like you was trying to like, it feels like a situation where you was like, okay, well, I'll let y'all go so far doing something, but y'all can't do this. Like whatever you really want to do, I'm not gonna allow y'all to do that. But you can do this. Like you can uh you can do so much, you know what I'm saying? And it just feels like a situation where, let's say for instance, if these were people who were like wanting to jump somebody, okay, in this situation, like you're like, okay, well, you can like send what is it like you can stalk this person, you know what I'm saying, or you can do this and that, but like, but you I'm not gonna let you jump that person, you get what I'm saying? Like it was like you tried to like negotiate to the extent of how far something would go in a situation, but it's like I said, once again, you dealing with wolves, you know what I'm saying? And for others of you, it may not have been, it could have been something physical, like either this Scorpio was blatantly trying to harm either the Sagittarius, or the Scorpio was or it harmed somebody else, which could be a Libra energy that's coming up, and you knew about this, okay? And it was almost like, well, I'm not gonna be involved in it, but y'all gonna have to pay me because I know what y'all did, type of energy is what I'm picking up. But whether this person was a Libra or not, it feels like a situation where whoever the other individual was, they wanted to bring some type of clarity and truth or justice to maybe this Sagittarius. Okay. Now, for some of you, because I'm just getting so many things. So, for some of you, I just feel like when it's all said and done towards how you are involved in the situation is because the same people who you over here was making sure like that you didn't tell on, these are the same people who turned around and tried to sacrifice you, right? When I feel like Sagittarius thought that they had more of a connection with you, that y'all was cool, y'all could have even been partners, or y'all could have been close at one period of time. But I feel like the Sagittarius don't fuck with you, and the Sagittarius don't fuck with these other individuals either, because it feels like the Sagittarius was aware, like the Sagittarius became enlightened about something that transpired. So this made the Sagittarius not fuck with none of these individuals. Okay, that's what I'm saying in the family dynamic. And I feel like Taurus, like you want to talk to this person, but it's like you trying to talk to Sagittarius, like you got to come clean with everything. And that even includes your involvement in the situation. It's like you can't just like omit shit and think that it's gonna be sweet, because the universe is not going to allow you to come towards Sagittarius. Like you got to have a clean heart. And if you're not going to do that, you're never going to be able to have a relationship with this Sagittarius. Or if you're not willing to um, tell on the people who need to get told on, so that they can get the consequences that is supposed to come to them because of whatever extent that and measures that they went through or tried to do to the Sagittarius or somebody else in this situation that could have resulted in a death, okay, or somebody was trying to kill somebody, then there's no way that you're ever going to make amends with this individual, and that's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. And I'm not guaranteeing that the Sagittarius is gonna like resolve things and talk to you ever again, but what I'm saying is that's on you, because you've already accrued your karma, even up to the fact of these same individuals who you was trying to help and keep somebody from going getting the consequences that they were supposed to get, because they were the ones who wanted to be the ringleader in the situation, because you wanted to safeguard this person. These individuals with that same person turned around and tried to sacrifice you. So it's like you essentially, I'm just saying, like you gave loyalty to some group of individuals that you shouldn't have gave loyalty to, period. And that's just the overall gist of it. Like these individuals turned around and tried to sacrifice you. Now, what I'm seeing in a different scenario is it could be a situation where this could be you, Taurus, could have divulged that you were interested in going towards this individual who is this Sagittarius person. And this could have been a Scorpio and maybe some other individuals who had interest in this person. But I feel like the Scorpio was the main person who saw you as some type of rival or competition in this situation. And once you could have revealed that you were interested in this Sagittarius, because I'm feeling more like romantic, like there's a strong attraction here. Um, it just kind of seemed like this is when the shit started, okay? But I'm also getting as well too. It could just be a situation where um this could be a Sagittarius that's not available in some form or fashion. So maybe the Sagittarius is in a relationship. So it could be a situation where maybe you and these other individuals have a crush on someone who's not available, or this is just somebody who y'all not going to be able to come close to, especially if y'all are into like warlock type of shit and y'all been trying to do black magic to get this person's attention. It's not going to work because this person's heavily protected. And then what I'm getting as well too, it could just be a situation where maybe you was dealing with this person. So maybe you couldn't get this person. And then you were able to get this person. And then this Sagittarius learned something. And then now the Sagittarius like ghosted you or don't fuck with you. So that could be another situation as well too. It's just like it could have came out that maybe you was dealing with the Sagittarius's family. Like you could have been dealing with a Sagittarius' family or somebody in this situation that could be the Scorpio or all these other people was dealing with somebody else that a Sagittarius was in a relationship with. And this is why the Sagittarius no longer was dealing with you. It was already like it was hard to get this, to impress this person, to get this person attention. Then once you got it, it's like you fumbled it. So that's one thing, or another thing in this situation. I'm also picking up as well too. This could be a group of like clingy females who they're trying to keep a man from going towards a Sagittarius, or they're trying to keep a man who is a Sagittarius from going towards another female. But the thing is, it's like I'm getting like concubine, sister wives, side hoes, side chicks, whatever they want to call themselves type of situation. It's like some type of like dynamic where these individuals have, I guess, some type of agreement that they all mess with the same dude, which could be a Sagittarius, or is a dude who is interested in a Sagittarius, and he has been having sex with all of these women, or at one point in time he was. However, it feels like when it became when it became clear to these other chicks, okay, that this individual who is either a Sagittarius or is someone who it's either a Sagittarius wants to go towards this individual and he's a male wanting to go towards a chick, and he had a whole bunch of like side chicks, groupies, or a harem of women, okay, whatever you want to call that, or it's a person who wants to come towards a Sagittarius female, and this man has a harem of women, and these women became aware essentially that either the Sagittarius was about to move forward in a new relationship with another woman that he was interested in, who he wanted to put on a pedestal, who he wanted to settle down with, or this is someone who is in that player type of energy who wanted to move towards a Sagittarius female. Either way, it's a group of chicks. This is what I'm picking up. And Taurus, you could be one of them. This group of chicks could have convinced you to try to befriend whoever the female is that the guy who no longer wants to be a player wanted to go towards. So at one point in time, you could have been cool with this female. So this could be a Sagittarius female that you could have been cool with at one point in time, or it's a female of another sign. But then like that was short lived because she became aware that you was on some bullshit, that you was fake, that you was phony, that you had ulterior motives. So that's that situation. So this could be a group of chicks who was trying to plot and get. It's essentially what I'm getting to is from this message with the poly group or whatever that they want to call themselves, the sister wives or whatever, the concubines. They wanted Sagittarius to be in agreement so that the man would not leave. Is what I'm getting. It's like, okay, if we can get Sagittarius to agree that um, they're open to being a sister wife, a mistress, a concubine, like not the primary individual, just in a monogamous relationship, then this man is not going to stop messing with them. So they wanted to try to come towards this individual who the player dude wanted to go towards to try to convince her to be in cahoots with going along with their belief system or some weird shit like that, okay? And I feel like whoever this individual was, this female, whether she's a Sagittarius or another female, she was able to detect that she should not mess with these individuals. I don't even think she messed with the other individual. I feel like it was a Scorpio behind the scenes trying to puppet string it. However, who didn't want to be detected or some shit like that, or she was the main one trying to like befriend some, Taurus into doing this, but she really didn't like Taurus, let alone like Sagittarius either. So it's almost like somebody tried to fake like they was somebody's friend and told them to go befriend somebody else so that they could get this person to come in agreement with going along with the rules of joining their open relationship, so that this man would not choose to not be a player anymore, and that they could still essentially reap the benefits of being with this man who doesn't want to give none of them a commitment, but he was willing to commit to whoever this person is. Okay, so that's one thing. It could be a situation as well too, that I'm picking up where I just feel like if this is a work situation, Taurus, where you were in some type of position where you gave out, what is that, personal information? Like, let's say you work at a bank, okay, or you maintain some type of position in a company that you have access to people's personal records, their health records, their social security number, their phone number, their address, just personal information that the general public does not have access to, and you gave that out. You're going to get in, you're going to lose your job because of that, period, point blank, because you breached some type of privacy act. That's what I'm getting. So this could be a situation where it could be some type of estranged family members that came to another individual's job and you gave that information out, or these could be people who contacted you, um, requesting information on behalf of somebody else that maybe you didn't do your due diligence and make sure and verify that it was legitimate. Okay, so I just kind of feel like because of that, like you're going to lose your job because of that, because you got involved in some situation. Some of you, yes, some of you are going to get in trouble because you gave out information and you didn't do your due diligence, or you broke some type of like, it's like you broke some type of like privacy breach because you divulged information. Maybe because it could be even people that came up to a job or called up to a job or was calling to get information on someone else's account or something like that, and you didn't, like, they could have lied and said, oh, I'm this person's mom, I'm this person's father, I'm this person's spouse, or whatever the fuck this is. Like, so whatever this is, either they came in person and they lied and said that they knew someone or that they were related to someone, or these are individuals that very well could be related to someone, but it's like they have an estranged relationship. It doesn't matter what the relationship is. It doesn't matter if they're actually strangers. It doesn't matter if their relationship is estranged. The point of the matter was you weren't supposed to give this information out, and you did that, so you're going to lose your job because of that. The other situation that I'm picking up as well too is that it could just be a situation where whatever the dynamic is between whoever the Scorpio is, who's the ringleader, and all these other individuals, I'm gonna name them again because there was a whole bunch of people who was in plotting on you, Taurus. It was the Scorpio who's the ringleader, is an Aries, it is a Capricorn, and then we have a Leo energy. Who, whatever the dynamic is, whether this is you're a part of a harem of women and you were trying to befriend another female to get her to agree to the terms and regulations so that y'all all could keep hopping on the same dick and not have to get cut off because this man wanted to commit and be monogamous all of a sudden, or if this is a group of individuals, Taurus, where you're a male and that there's other males who were upset because they found out that you like somebody that they like, or they started to like somebody who they found out that you had interest in, or you actually would start dealing with somebody, but then you lost this person because you betrayed this individual in some form or fashion. However you did that, whether you was fucking on this person's relatives, or you was fucking with people who this person don't fuck with, which could be this person's family members, or just a family or a group of individuals who this person just don't fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Either way, you breach some type of trust with this individual. Is given very strong Sagittarius energy. Who you breach this trust with. You know what I'm saying? And I feel this person held you in a high sense of regard. They looked at you like, well, if anyone had a good head on their shoulders, if anyone would do the right thing, if anyone would be stand up, it would be you. And you failed to uphold to the standards of, I feel like somebody who's operating in the positive energy of Taurus is supposed to do. Like you're supposed to uphold morals and ethics and things of that nature, but you didn't in whatever situation that you sit in this situation, whether this is work related and you gave out information on another employee, or whether this is a company that you work for and you gave out private information to individuals who lied and said that they were this person, or you gave out information just to give out information because you was going to benefit from it, or you gave out information to someone who you just took it at face value that these people knew this person or that they cared about this person when they really don't. Like you breached some type of like organizational privacy breach. You did. Um, or if it's just a situation where there's just some type of dynamic where you had a situation where you could have even, I'm even picking up a situation where Taurus, you could have even been hired as the freaking bodyguard for the Sagittarius. So for some of you, you were actually on payroll and you were supposed to be the bodyguard for the Sagittarius, okay? And some of you didn't, like, you decided to not do your duties. Essentially, whatever you were getting paid for to do, like to be a protector, to maintain someone's privacy, to protect this person. Like if you're a bodyguard, like you didn't do that. Like you tried to finagle and get a situation to go in your favor so you could benefit from it. But like I said, you tried to make it so it's like, okay, well, you could just do this, but like don't go so far. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna tell you where this person location is, but like don't get too like crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just, just don't, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like, how do you don't get to manipulate and try to like I said, try to control wolves in a situation. It's like all because of money, like all because you wanted to benefit off of some money in a situation. It's just like it just doesn't work like that. Like you don't get to work with people, get something off of it, and then try to tell somebody like to the extent of what they were gonna do. Or you was a fool and gullible and believed that these individuals wasn't going to do too much. And that's exactly what the fuck they did in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Um I'm just trying to see what else. But what I'm getting as well too, just kind of going back to a dynamic, whatever the scenario is, whether it's family, whether it's work related, whoever these people are who feel some type of way, it just ultimately feels like there's a lot of people that's jealous of a Sagittarius energy. Either this is a Sagittarius male or who wants to go towards like another relationship and he don't want to be a player no more, or this is a Sagittarius female that has a man coming towards her and there's a whole bunch of people that's jealous because they're not going to be able to manipulate and benefit off of ruining someone's stability. Okay, that's what it came down to. It's like these people had their years of being able to benefit off of manipulating in the background. This could be a Scorpio who was always fucking on the Sagittarius's significant others and shit like that. I even picked up an energy where it was like there was one person who this person couldn't do that to, and this person ended up just leaving. So it could be a situation where this is like a Scorpio family member, like this is someone's mom fucking on this person's spouse or boyfriends or things of that nature. And then it was one individual who this person dealt with who this Scorpio couldn't get to. And then that made this Scorpio decide to like try to blackmail this individual, and this person ended up just leaving because it became too much to bear. It became too much of a burden. You know what I'm saying? Like this could even been to the point where somebody was threatening to like kill somebody or threatening to harm the Sagittarius in this situation because you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying like it got real out of control. And for all of this to have gone down, Taurus, and you to have stayed involved in a situation when you could have essentially just not dealt with these individuals, or you could have essentially just told did the right thing in the situation. You could have told on these individuals because you knew that they took this shit way too far, or you could have drew the line and removed yourself from the situation, but you chose to compensate for it. And that is exactly why these same individuals turned around and tried to sacrifice you. because you believed more in upholding getting rich or getting some type of perk or getting some type of benefit of it, and you didn't maintain some type of loyalty towards this individual who is a Sagittarius strong that I'm getting. Like, you didn't maintain that. You didn't maintain that loyalty there. But now it's interesting because you looking and trying to figure out how you can come back in this person's life, or why this person don't deal. You know why this person don't deal with you. You know why this person don't talk to you. You know why this person don't trust you. You know, regardless if you had this damn conversation with this person or not. Like I said, once again, whoever the Sagittarius is, they're very fucking spiritually protected. They're protected in general. Um, but it's just like the universe is not about to allow people come towards this individual who got ill intentions, especially if it's through means of being connected to you. They're not going to allow you to have a relationship with this person because you still got relationships and ties to these individuals. So that's exactly why you can't have a relationship with this person, you know, and you're the only one to blame for that because you chose to maintain some type of connection and association to these individuals who, you know, purposely tried to ruin this Sagittarius's life, or they purposely like ruin another individual's life that maybe a Sagittarius was the one who brought it to other people's attention that they did this to this person. But oh, one more thing before I go. The other dynamic that I was picking up as well too, it could have been a Scorpio that killed or sacrificed like I'm getting a strong Libra energy, so it could be a situation where if, let's say, this Sagittarius didn't know who their real parent was, either this Scorpio had an inappropriate relationship with a Libra, okay, and I'm thinking inappropriate, it could be incest, so this could be someone who had an incestuous relationship. They lied and got Taurus to try to pretend and say go along with being the father, even though they know that they molested, raped, or had some type of inappropriate relationship with this Libra individual. This Libra was actually the father of this Sagittarius, but they decided not to tell the Sagittarius because they wanted to sacrifice the Libra and then get the Libra's money. Because I also heard stakes as well too, which makes me feel like somebody had a business, or somebody wanted to give someone a business, or somebody wanted to invest in someone's business. So this could be a situation where if someone is passed away and deceased, who this Scorpio had something to do with, somebody wanted to invest in another individual, and all these individuals felt like they didn't want the Sagittarius to either get some type of inheritance or some shit like that, or they didn't want this person to work with Sagittarius because either they wanted to, or they just was hating on fucking Sagittarius and they didn't want Sagittarius to work with this person. This could be a dynamic as well too, where it just could have been a situation where somebody left something for a Sagittarius, and then all of y'all decided to plot and sabotage and make it so that the Sagittarius wouldn't get anything that they were supposed to get. So it's either a situation where the Sagittarius was supposed to inherit some type of inheritance, a property, a business, or some type of monetary payout or some shit like that, and Taurus, the Scorpio, the Leo, the Capricorn, and who is it? Yeah, and the Aries all decided that they were going to not give that cut of money to the Sagittarius. Either it was a cut that was supposed to go to the Sagittarius, or Sagittarius was supposed to get everything. When it's all said and done, Sagittarius got nothing. Sagittarius did not get anything. And you you all agreed to not tell this to the Sagittarius, either that the Sagittarius, who their real father was, who could have passed away and left them some money, or what that this individual inherited or stood to inherit, okay, but you either kept a portion that was supposed to go to this individual, or the whole thing was supposed to go to this Sagittarius, and y'all sat there and kept this from this individual. Also, you could protect this Scorpio individual who don't even like you, Taurus. And that's the other thing. For those of you who don't know who this damn Scorpio is, this Scorpio is the main person who be over there cheering you on. Like I'm saying, like this is a dangerous type of person to have around you, because this person is a person who is kissing on you. They, you know, they giving you big props and shit like that. They doing the fucking most, like for real, for real. Like they your biggest fan, and this is your worst freaking enemy right here, right under your nose. Like that's the worst type of person to have around you. But towards when it's all said and done, like you have to really tap into your like sense of like logic. it just don't make sense to surround yourself with shady people and think that these people ain't gonna have the same type of mentality towards you. And then when you had somebody who had good intentions towards you, you sat there and you messed that up because you wanted to, you know, befriend somebody who like doing the most towards you instead of somebody who actually really like this person actually really messed with you. You know what I'm saying? Or they messed with you at a certain point in time, but I don't feel that they mess with you no more because it's just like they don't trust you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you know it don't make sense to be around nobody that's not trustworthy. Like you know that that makes sense. If these people were to do the same thing to you that they either did to whoever this Libra person is or whoever the Sagittarius is in this situation, you know that you wouldn't be tolerating that. But for some reason you think that it's okay because they did it to everybody else. But then they turn around and they try to sacrifice you. They turn around and they try to sacrifice you because you didn't uphold your duties that you were supposed to do to be an upstanding person. It just don't make sense. It don't make sense to surround yourself with people when you see their character. When you see a person treating somebody else like that, it's your duty to either call that person out or to sever ties with that person. Because as you see, these are the same people who turn around and do the same thing to you. And then one more thing, this could be a situation as well too, where it's a situation where it could be you, Taurus, know that these individuals, whoever the Scorpio is, could have had an inappropriate relationship with a Libra, and it could have resulted in a child. And this could be a situation where if this Libra has some type of relationship with this Sagittarius, then you know that either someone that the child who Sagittarius think is their child is not their child, or you know that somebody was sitting over there fucking on somebody else's spouse, wife, husband, significant other, and that's another situation in this. So you clearly know that somebody has had a inappropriate relationship with somebody. You know that, but this is the exact reason why this person just intuitively know that they don't want to fuck with these people because they just know that it's nefarious ulterior motives in regards to a situation. And even if it ain't Scorpio that had the damn inappropriate relationship, this Scorpio knows who had the fucking inappropriate relationship with somebody. They know that somebody had a fucking inappropriate relationship with somebody, whether somebody had an inappropriate relationship with the Sagittarius when they was a kid, whether somebody was having inappropriate like feelings or sentiments towards this damn Sagittarius that was inappropriate. This could be another family member, like a family member knows that another fucking family member had inappropriate type of sentiments or some shit towards them, or the Scorpio allow a motherfucking family member or a family friend to fucking touch or look or watch or do something inappropriate and everybody else notice and they trying to, you know, keep it under wraps and shit like that because everyone stood to gain some shit from this. Like whatever this is some type of, it's sick. It is. It's just really sick. And towards you end up just getting yourself in the middle of a hoopla of bullshit. It's just what it looks like because you wanted to gain something by allowing other people to get hurt in a situation or allowing a secret to continue to be upheld. Like it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I hope y'all was able to follow this. Like it was so many different storylines coming through, and hopefully, um, you know, hopefully, you know, Taurus, you just realize that you got to make better decisions.